Welcome to the Joystix Canada Games Cast. I should say it like that every single week.
Every single time.
It is Tuesday, January 19th. I'm your lovely five-headed host, Dan John. And I'm joined by Richard Marginson.
That's me.
John Tracy.
That's me.
And Mike Black.
Scoop.
Wrong podcast. This is the only Canadian video game podcast. Sorry. Yeah, and beyond.
Yeah.
There's actually some
Edge.
Yeah, Edge. Hello, everyone. There's actually some news. Nothing really super crazy this week. I don't know if you guys have seen. I know Hitman 3 is out. I think is it tomorrow, 20th?
Yeah, at 8 a.m. Eastern?
Yeah,
A really weird release time.
I quite honestly wasn't really too bothered with this game. I don't think any of us were last time we talked about it, but like I saw all of the reviews starting to pile in, and I slowly got more and more interested in it because it's apparently very good.
Okay, I asked you about this game on Sunday, I think, or Saturday when we did the other thing we'll talk about.
Yeah.
And your reaction was, "Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good game. I don't care. Like I just don't have time to play it."
Yeah, I'm you know what? I'm still give me a day or two, and I'll still say the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like I watch the video reviews, I read the reviews. I'm like, it sounds really fun. It sounds really good.
What if I told you that right now, if you pre-order it or buy it for anytime in the next 10 days on Epic, you'll get Hitman 1 and 2 as well?
Yeah, no.
Not for $80. It's a full price $80 game.
Yeah.
No,
But now
I can't.
But
No,
now you get 3 video games for that price.
I'll never play them. That's the problem.
That's true.
Okay, so the one of the really cool things is apparently, if you already own 1 or 2, your progress kind of carries over, but in like a really cool way. Apparently, you can at
Not
least
for 1, just for 2.
No, on the Xbox. On the Xbox, apparently, Hitman 1 and 2. Only on the Xbox right now, at least. If you have all 3 games, you can actually play any level from any of the games right on the same screen. So you go into Hitman 3 basically, and you can play any of the past levels at all, like in the first 2 games.
So that's the same thing for PC, but what they're talking about in terms of the progress carryover is just from 2. So you're.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're progressing specifically because I've never played 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't know what it means to be honest.
But you will get all of the levels from 1 and 2 in Hitman 3 on PC, PS5, Xbox, whatever you want. Now I don't know if that happens cross-platform, if you need to associate it to your IO account, and then.
So yeah, apparently right now, since Hitman 1 and 2, I believe, they were on Steam or something like that, and now they're on Epic. So if you bought them on Steam, you have to do some weird thing to get them to work on Epic or whatever. It's kind of a mess right now, but the game is technically not even out yet, so I'm sure they'll figure it out. And it's the same thing with PS5. I think it's really cumbersome to get it to work, but whatever. The one cool thing is, well, so the game has VR as well, and apparently you can play through like literally the entire game in VR. It's not just like an add-on, like a little demo or a tech demo or whatever. You can play through the entire game in VR, which
cool.
I thought was kind of wild. From like the videos that I saw, it was like it didn't look great. Like it looked really low res, and it looked really kind of cumbersome to play, and you can't use the hand controller. You have to use like the DualShock or like an Xbox controller or whatever on your PC. You can't use the wand stuff, which is, I don't know, it's kind of a shame, but
yeah.
I don't know.
It's a third-person game, so I've never played a VR game in third person, but I would imagine that would make me puke everywhere.
Yeah,
I
it
do
it does
respect
not look
them,
it doesn't look like it was meant to be a VR game, basically.
but
That being said, like pushing people off of a balcony in VR would be pretty funny for like
sure.
the first couple times. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
so it's got like so far it's got like an 87 on OpenCritic, which is really high,
Wow.
and it's got like
Is
it's
it the highest rated Hitman yet?
I think so,
That's a
yeah.
good question.
Good for them. That doesn't happen very often
No,
for the
but,
third game.
no, exactly, and like it's like 9 out of 10 or 90 out of 100, basically,
Yeah,
like across the
Hitman
board.
2 was an 83 on OpenCritic. Hitman 1, they rated because it was episodic, so they rated
Oh,
the
that's right.
individual episodes.
Yeah.
That's a pain. I'm not going to do the math on this, but let's just see if I can quickly find the highest rated episode. Oof. So far it's 2. And
Yeah, it's
yeah. Oh, they did not like Hitman 1, which is weird. Yeah, 2. Sapienza, the highest rated level.
oh well, okay. Yeah, so like it's like I did watch a couple video reviews of it. It looks insane. Like the level design is just nuts. It looks absolutely incredible. But you know, it's one of those games. If it's IO interactive stuff tends to drop in price very quick.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely able to wait to play this. Like I don't know. It's the best one of the series. Like once it's $20-$30 or something like that, I'll be like, yeah, sure, why not? Maybe even 40. I don't know.
I've
But-
never played a Hitman game, but this could be the first one that I check out because
You'd be
I
into
got
them.
like a
it.
Splinter Cell. I got a hunger for Splinter Cell, so I feel like this could probably
Oh,
satiate that a little bit.
It's so yeah, it's not as like tactical and as like
like a puzzle
military type. Yeah, it's yeah. And apparently with this one, like Hitman 3, apparently if you do kind of mess up, when I say mess up, it's like you don't go in stealthy and do everything perfectly. You can resort to guns blazing. Not nearly as much as like Cyberpunk or something, where it's like you can literally just play the whole game guns blazing and be totally fine with it. It's more like the whole objective of Hitman games is to assassinate people as like quietly and as efficiently as possible. So it's more fun to do it like stealthily, but you can kill them by like just whipping out an Uzi and blasting them to death if all goes to hell. So
you've never played like even any of the older ones, like Absolution or
Blood Money.
maybe
Blood Money was good.
No.
Money?
Never.
I'm
played
shocked.
Hitman before.
I'm shocked. You love stealth games too. I'm really shocked you haven't played any of them.
I just think I hadn't because Splinter Cell was out at the time, and I was playing those instead.
Sure.
Like I had all my stealth fix from that, and probably Metal Gear too.
Metal Gear 2,
Yeah.
yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know. Hitman just didn't rank up.
It was
above those
goofy.
two for
It was
me.
goofy, like, but
Yeah, they're tongue
it
in
was great.
cheek. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
tongue in
the
cheek.
original Hitman 2 was I think the one I played the most of, and then Blood Money, which I guess would be 3, and then I think there was one in between there. I don't know if I played it or not, and then Absolution was kind of the last one that I played. And even then, I didn't play much of it. It was even more goofy than than some of the other ones that I'd played before. So I don't know where this one ranks in terms of goofiness, but all the stuff that I've heard about them, just in terms of the environments and the openness, the challenge, like checklist stuff they implemented, like the what do they call those? They had like the weekly targets or something like that, or the HVTs, the high value targets, which were they did two things actually. One thing that I did a lot of in Absolution was the multiplayer thing where you would build a level and you would run through that level and then you would upload that for your friend to try and beat, which I thought was kind of cool. And then so I think that stuck around in Hitman 1, but then they also released like weekly challenges of okay, it's a new level, quote unquote, or it's within one of these existing levels, but a new challenge within that level in terms of kill this person. So it kept the longevity of that game going for a bit, fairly longer. So I don't know how much of that stuff made its way into 2 or 3, but the chatter around Hitman 1 was really strong.
And it's weird because, like, when you think of Hitman 1, 2, and 3, it's like a reboot of the original Hitman 1, 2, and 3. So like the 3 most recent Hitman games are effectively like reboots of
They're not
like
the
an
same.
old.
They're
It's
not the same environments, though, right?
no, 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 no. It's not. It's not. It's sorry. It's like a full-on reboot. It's not like a remake or a remaster or anything. They're brand new games. It's just like with the new. It's like a new trilogy, if you know what I mean. Like
Yes,
the
okay,
most
gotcha.
the most recent 3 games are like standalone. It's like a standalone trilogy, and apparently they're done. Apparently, like Hitman's like either done completely or it's done in its current form now. Like this Hitman 3 is the last one they're making. Whether or not that
time
actually
for another
happened.
barcode? Like, is it the next barcode?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
how it works?
I don't know. It's gonna be. I guarantee you the series isn't going anywhere because I think it still does quite decently. So, but it's at least on hold for a while. Or like they've planned to shelve it for a bit. So I don't know. Did you ever play any of the Hitman games, Nick?
I played some of the really early ones. I think I played 1 and 2, and then I think there was another one that I played that I kind of started it but never got into. I know some of the later ones were like segments. It was like a single kind of mission contraption. Like I forget, episodic, I guess is the term for it. I kind of like where they were going with it, and they had like some standalone mobile app games that kind of tied into them. But
Those are
Yeah.
cool.
Hitman
I
Go
like
or whatever. Hitman Go,
yeah.
right? Yeah, that was really cool.
That was
Not
good.
the Tomb Raider Go is or
Yeah,
Lara
Tomb-
Croft
yeah,
Go. Lara Croft Go.
Go, yeah. That was really fun too.
Were those? Yeah, I can't remember if those are IO Interactive or if they were like some third-party dev or whatever they did.
It was a third party at a. Well, actually, I'm not sure anymore. I know it was out of Montreal. So I had a buddy who worked on it, but I'm not sure if he worked for Eidos or somebody else.
Oh yeah, okay. One of the other stories was I don't know how many people are familiar with Itagaki. Tomonobu Itagaki, Mr. Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's starting up his own studio, which is kind of cool. Itagaki Games.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's kind of a character. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this guy do interviews or whatever, but he's pretty. I don't know. He's a bit wacky. He's pretty fun to watch though, and he obviously makes good games. Like Dead or Alive, love it or hate it, it's still pretty popular, and like Ninja Gaiden's freaking incredible.
He's hilarious. I just looked him up.
Yeah,
I remember
he's
him
messed
from
up.
E3.
He's so funny, but he's nuts. He's like a rock star, like a Japanese rock star video game developer. He's hilarious.
It reminds me of the director of The Room a little bit. But
yeah, but actually, I want to say more sane, but maybe he isn't. I don't know.
maybe more sane. I don't know. We should put them up against each other in a game show or something.
But the weird thing was, he just went out of his way to say, if Microsoft was interested in snapping up his new studio, he'd be honored.
That's not very subtle.
I was like, what?
I
Why
was
would,
just
why
gonna
would
say,
you?
please just give me lots of money so I can not work anymore.
Basically, I spent my only $200 on registering the trademark for the studio's name, and I have nothing else. So if you could
The
just get
sto-
it in there.
So what's your
wise
business
investment.
plan?
Yeah.
Your business plan?
Get bought by Microsoft.
Get bought by Microsoft.
It's like, all right.
Years ago,
sounds
coming
good.
out, and a bunch of guys that I used to work with, they're like, "Hey, do you want to start a business and see if we can get bought by somebody big?" And I'm like, "What are we gonna do?" And they're like, "I don't know. We'll figure out something. We'll just take a look at what they really want. We'll just make something that works." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think so."
It's not the early 2000s. It's like might be able to get away with that in like 2001 or
Mike's
something.
point about putting these guys in to see, like in a death match kind of thing. What was it? MTV had that death match. It was like
Celebrity
claim-
Deathmatch.
Thank you.
or
It was like
celebrity-
claymation type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
celebrity death match. That's what it was. Yeah.
God, that was so brutal. And then the only other thing that I really saw was Game Pass being insane again, and
insane.
releasing more and more stuff that I don't have time to play.
The library is fantastic, man.
It's freaking
fantastic.
messed up, dude. So like on the 21st, which is what, Thursday?
Yeah.
That Desperados 3 is out on Xbox and PC,
I want to play that.
which I'm really interested in playing, but the game has just not budged in price. It's like 40 or $50, like nonstop. It's like it's on sale, 5% off. I'm like, that's not a sale. Anyways, like now it will be free. So I'm like, yes, now I'll play it. And Donut County, which I've been bizarrely dying to play for a long time.
It's super good. It's short. I would highly recommend you just.
It looks like so much fun.
And play through it. It'll be a ton of fun.
And this is one of those like few games where I'm like, this is going to come to Game Pass. I know it will because it's like a $15 game. I'm like, I'm just waiting for it to come, and it's finally like, you know, been out for 2 years I think at this point, but
at least.
Yeah, because I think it was out on mobile as well at one point, or first maybe. Maybe it was
I
on
played
mobile.
Mobile. It was one of my like mobile game of the year. So I was still doing my other site, which would have been 2016, 2017.
Wow.
So
okay, so it's quite old. Yeah. And then Control's out on PC. I know it's already out on Xbox, but it's coming to PC Game Pass. You'd probably want to try that, Mike? Or did you? No, you already had it for PC, right?
I was playing it a little bit. I haven't beat it yet, though. So yeah, this is relevant to my interest.
On the 26th, that's Cyber Shadow. I don't know if anyone's actually looked at this game. It looks freaking awesome, though. It's like basically a literal like 2D pixel art, like Ninja Gaiden type of game.
Yeah, man.
It looks awesome, though. It's got like a little mixture of DuckTales in there too. Like you can bop the guys in the head and like bounce on them. You know, like good old Scrooge and his little cane going doink doink.
You've got like your little sword, and you can basically stab them in their head as you just hop along.
Yeah,
it's
I'm like that.
Awesome.
That adding that alone to Ninja Gaiden, I'm like, yep, that's.
Yeah.
I'll
done
play.
and done.
I will 100. I will 100%.
I will definitely be installing and playing this as soon as it gets on Game Pass. Man. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, I didn't even hear anything about it until maybe a day or two ago. I think Adam Sessler had like some Xbox preview thing or something like that, and he was showing this off, and even he was like, "What the hell is this game? I've never even heard of it. It looks amazing."
Yeah, I only saw it as part of the Switch release trailers.
Oh, okay.
When I saw that video, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I definitely got to get my hands on that." Nothing like a side scroller that sits close to home that I want to play.
Oh, it looks really good, man. And then like the more Yakuza games, which I've still never played. Has anyone actually played any of the Yakuza games?
I have.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2, 3. I think maybe 3. When it was kind of hitting, 2012, I guess would have been 2013 or something like that. It was peak Yakuza. I don't even know if the other ones had made it like translations wise into the States or North America, but it was weird.
They're just like wacky ass, like over the top Japanese culture with like goofy, just nonstop goofy shit happening. Like, is it really just like a third person kind of beat 'em up action adventure type of thing?
Yes.
Have you played them, Nick? Yeah, you've played them.
I played the first one. Some of them you could only get like early on as if you had a modded console. Because they were like what is it in the Japanese region code.
Yeah.
And so on the 360 I was able to play a couple of them, and or one, definitely one. And I'm trying to think of a way to really compare it, but like really it's kind of, if you were to think Final Fight as a 3D game is kind of like as a brawler style beat 'em up kind of game, kind of along there, and some really cheesy cinematics, really cheesy dialogue. That is keep in mind these games are very.
It's a maybe for me, yeah.
Oh, medium?
It's a medium. It's a maybe, just because I've got a stack of games I'm just trying to get through, as well as a stack of books that I'm trying to get through before the end of the month.
Yeah.
if I had to pay for the medium, it would be a pretty hard pass. But the fact that it's well,
Speaking of,
free,
I'm
I'm
probably
like,
going to finish iRobot before the end of the month. So it's not looking great.
You're reading iRobot?
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
Cool.
John and I were trying to read it for like a quasi book club and then chat about it.
That's friggin' adorable.
Yeah, we are adorable.
we are fucking adorable.
Totally even.
What's it to you,
Totally.
asshole? Yeah.
Yeah, like soft and cushy, and then murderous robots.
Murderous robots.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive more than 5 pages into it this week, but I still don't think I'm gonna make my way all the way through it. Anyway, that's an aside.
Did anyone play Outer Wilds? Did
Yeah.
anyone touch it? Yeah, I haven't.
I
If we
haven't,
were-
I haven't finished it,
I've-
but it's
I've played it, yeah.
phenomenal.
It is really,
Yeah?
really cool.
Oh, it's so good. The atmosphere on that game is incredible.
I was curious about it, and I haven't seen enough of it to go like, should I play this or should I not play this?
You should definitely.
No,
play it.
definitely. It's I don't even want to ruin any of the game. Just play it. It's like I can't really talk too much about it without ruining it. It's
Yeah.
like
I let a mild spoiler slip on it earlier. It's the creative conceit of the game, but
it loops. It just loops. It just loops. That's not really ruining the game. It's like you figure that out within a few minutes. It's like, oh, okay. Like you die, you come back. You die, you come back. You die, you come back. But it's like
That's like it's similar to when there's that Zelda game where the moon is crashing into the world and you kind of have to go through.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's exactly like that, but there's like a timer on it. That's essentially it.
Yeah.
It's super good. I would highly recommend it. I really enjoyed the time that I spent with it.
yeah.
I didn't play
the
enough of
characters
Majora's
go.
Mask to actually really get into that game, man.
I played the shit out of that game.
He liked it. I
Oh,
find
yeah.
there's always two camps. There's like, I fucking loved it. And there's like, I couldn't stand it.
Dan remembers like when I was playing that game. We were
sure do.
all like, this was .com days. We're all living in the same house, and you probably heard a lot of like Link screaming when he was putting on masks, like from my room.
Oh yeah.
So disturbing. I was like, oh my god, Dan, come here, look at this. And I put on like a mask, and Link just started like, he looked like he was like writhing in like pain and shit. It was
being killed from the
Crazy.
inside out. I'm like, okay, this is interesting.
Delightful.
Like
I
Ocarina of
liked
Time,
Link. Yeah, I liked Link to the Past.
Link to the Past.
Yeah, they
That's
got a
like-
little dark after Link to the Past.
Yeah, Link to the Past is still like one of my favorite games of all time, and then Ocarina of Time and Majora's. I'm like, eh.
There's like
Ocarina
there's like spooky pastas about that game, about Majora's Mask.
Oh, I'm not surprised, dude.
Yeah.
Goodness, my goodness, me, fellas.
Well, with this little trip down memory lane, what are we playing right now?
You know what? I caved and bought the old Oculus Quest 2.
Well, what's your
He
first
did.
impressions of it? Like, how do you feel about it?
I am really impressed. It's basically it feels like what a real VR like system should feel like, because like I was all about PSVR for like at least a couple years or so, which was fun, but it was very limited and very I don't know. It just seemed like it was like baby's first VR system. Whereas
Did
like was that the Zuck?
Did Zuck, come and knock on your door after you bought it to thank you, or like how does that work?
Yeah, he was.
I think he
I wasn't home though.
glaciates you, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't home when Zuck came by to pay his respect.
Throw the ball,
virtually.
throw the stick.
Yeah, he virtually sucked my dick.
Comes with a Mark Zuckerberg fleshlight.
I'll give you the tickle and slap.
Jesus Christ, he probably does like that too. Actually, no, he's a robot. He doesn't like anything. But no, Beat Saber is insane. It's so much fun. It's really difficult though. It's very difficult.
Have your children made fun of you while you play it yet?
No, but Tiff has. Actually, you know what? Tiff got her comments out of the way when I had the PSVR. Like she took pictures and videos and was like, "What a dork!" And she'd like take pictures and post them online. I mean, whatever.
Oh yeah, didn't she do something like that? She's like, oh, he's all mine, everybody.
Yeah, he's all mine. Aren't I lucky? This fat loser. Like, wait a minute, that's not nice.
After you stop laughing.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. And Half-Life Alyx is next on the list.
Oh yeah, you
So-
can bang that out finally.
Yes, and
Yeah, man.
how's that going, Richard? For you, or how many
it's
many times have you finished it?
Super well. I finished it to carry the one, subtract everything a 0. I finished it 0 times.
Oh, okay, all right. And how?
That's okay. We can co-play it. We can like
we can co-play it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah.
you just stream it for me, and I'll watch you play it. It'll be essentially the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be literally the same thing. But yeah, I haven't even scratched the surface of the thing. Like, I haven't had much time to play with it. I've played Beat Saber for about a total of an hour. And I'm still really scared of hitting things. Even though you can set a boundary around yourself. Like, it's really cool actually. Like, you quite literally draw it with one of the sticks. Richard doesn't know what I'm talking about because he has a fancy index with like the.
You do the same thing.
Oh, you can. Okay, I didn't know that.
Thing,
So yeah, you like literally draw on the ground like this is a safe area. There's nothing here for me to hit.
Yeah,
and then
you
like
punch
if
your
you get
TV
near
anyway.
it, yeah, and then you punch your TV and it shatters.
Anyway, yeah. I almost did. I punched it square on. There was a mark on it. I used like one of these soft cloths on it, and thank God it came off.
No.
It was like the first night too. It was super hot, and there was a dude coming at me. There was no need to put
Get away!
force
Get
behind the
away!
punch.
Get
Yeah,
away!
actually, there was no need to put force behind the punch. All you have to do is this. Like, it happens in slow motion as you move, and yet, oh man, I went for it, and I punched that TV.
That fight or flight, man, came right at you.
Yeah,
So
can I
actually,
borrow
did you fuck
somebody-
it up?
I almost fucked it up. I mean, it made a mark, but I was able to get the mark off.
Like, go on, Nick.
So if I can borrow somebody, so I have an excuse to buy a new TV, that would be great.
Wait, that's why you want to borrow it.
Get a
So
Wii
you can
hooked up and
smash.
get
You can
John over
smash
there.
it. Oh, that's a good point.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, just hook up your Wii. Hook up your Wii. Yeah. John's coming over. I don't know why. There's a very random reason.
We're just playing Wii bowling. You know? Everybody's still playing that game.
You-
For some reason,
you-
I don't know why.
Nick, you, me, and your son will play Wii bowling together, and then all three of us will synchronously throw our controllers into your television.
Great.
With
Then
any
that
luck,
way you'll have to buy a new one.
with any luck, the Wiimotes will just shatter, and the TV will be like, "I'm good, man. Don't
What could
worry."
go wrong?
Keep in mind that I was gonna say my old LG has got one of those glass faces. It's got like Gorilla Glass on the front.
It's a
And-
inch thick of
thing-
Gorilla Glass. Like that's.
It weighs no, it's one of those ultra thin LG ones, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
glass is literally what gives it rigidity. No, you get the Samsung in the basement. It's paper thin. You grab it by the sides and you can fold it in half. I mean, it doesn't take much.
That's hilarious.
But there is no glass that is safe if I'm playing Wii bowling. No glass is safe.
No. Or brick
right.
wall. Or brick wall. Oh no, wait, that was Tiffany, man.
Like, yeah, your wife did a number on your brick wall there, man. Almost your television too, bud.
Oh god.
Oh,
What have you been playing, John? I know. You know what? Richard's next to me, but I've got you in the. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff you got in here. What the hell's going on? Well, you know what? Okay, you know what? No one's allowed to say. No one's allowed to say Cyberpunk. Let me just make that. Let me just make that. Nick, sorry. Nick's gone. Nick's out of here.
He's like, I'm out, bye.
That's great.
Oh, good comedic timing.
Good
Holy
one.
shit.
You got the good one.
Sorry, I heard somebody say don't talk about Cyberpunk.
You're like, yeah, I'm out.
I
Yeah,
thought
it's like the new Fight Club.
We
I
have-
thought I'd disconnect and check my connection all over again, just to be
Yeah,
sure.
that was weird. I could have sworn some.
We're good.
I swear to God, we have to have a Cyberpunk like show just talking about it for like.
Yeah, but
however long.
Brad's got to be involved in that too.
No, I know
because-
he's gonna have to be.
Yeah, we should
we'll
get him in
start
on it.
we'll start it at 4 p.m. so that way we can we can still do it when we go to bed. So
That's actually a great idea. Our Cyberpunk show got screwed up, like, by horrible connections. So
it's yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah, that'd be cool. And we all have better impressions of it now. Or
That's a good point.
I don't know
Much
about better, but more thorough.
I definitely yes.
So I saw on the leaderboard that I was trailing behind Dan, and I said I have to fix this. and how can I fix this? So I decided to install a bunch of games. One of them being Mortal Kombat 11, where I've decided to go through every single fatality that you can do with all the characters. You get
man.
Wait, what the
That's
hell?
so
Seriously?
fun.
That,
So fun.
so
it's great,
For-
but holy shit, that would have taken forever.
So I'm doing tower after tower after tower, and you can switch characters as you're going through a tower, and then you can unlock the achievement that you get for doing 2 fatalities with each character. So
Oh, wow, okay.
I say, hey, give me the biggest tower that you can, and then I just switch into like 7 different characters, and then just boop, boop,
Good
boop, boop, boop.
lord.
All of my achievement scores just rack
But
up.
doesn't it get harder and harder the higher you get up the tower?
It does, man, it does.
Okay.
But I'm a pro when it comes to Mortal Kombat, so I'm good.
Very,
game on
very
PC?
modest. That's a good question, actually. Is it
I'm
on?
checking
I
right
think it
now.
is on
So-
PC.
PC
I'm pretty sure it's on PC. I'm pretty sure it's on. Well, I'm playing it on Xbox, so I know it's on Xbox.
It's
It's on
awesome.
It's on Game Pass now.
It's really, really
Yeah.
good.
Well,
It is on
10
PC.
or 10 or 11.
visually,
11.
11.
11.
So visually,
It's
it's
really good.
on par with 10, but they've actually amped up the graphics, the textures, the lighting. It looks fantastic. The character models also look pretty great. The story in this one is
The story's
revolves around-
insane. The story's insane.
like
Yeah,
It's
It's
so
not
good.
on-
It's so good.
It's
It-
not on PC
so-
Game Pass, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I was
not,
checking.
not to spoil it, but it involves multiple timelines, and
Yeah.
with this new antagonist called Chronica, and she's just like trying to repair timelines to the way that she wants them to be, and so it's your job to kind of fight her and make sure that time is the way that it's supposed to be.
It's like young Johnny Cage versus old Johnny Cage.
Old
It was
Johnny
so
Cage.
funny, man. Oh my god.
It
It
was
was priceless.
Hilarious, dude.
I was over when you were first playing it, and I was just blown away by the
It-
story mode. It was so cool.
The stories and the way they tell the story is really cool, and like you just play as whatever character happens to be in the story at that moment. So like you don't
Or you
don't choose. Well, yeah, sometimes
Well,
you get to
sometimes
choose,
they-
but it's like it's usually like, okay, we're talking about Johnny Cage now. Here, fight as Johnny Cage against Sonya Blade or whatever, and it's just like it just tosses you in,
I
like
do like
while
how they
it's in the
say-
thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, I do like how they take different chapters and they say these 2 characters are the main characters for this chapter of the story. And there's 2 parts to the story. There's part 1, and which you go against or which you fight against Chronica, and then part 2. I haven't even unlocked that yet, so I don't know what's going on there. But the crypt is pretty neat. I like how they brought back the crypt in part 11, and all the coin that you gain in game you get to use to unlock all the different chests. And I do like how again, it's kind of like a bit of a wild goose chase where you're picking up items and you can use them within the crypt, and then you unlock certain things within the crypt that way. So,
Yeah, I liked
that
it.
was
It was addictive. It was pretty fun. And it's by the way, it's coin spelled Koin.
yep, because it's combat spelled with a K.
Don't you dare fucking confuse it with regular coins.
Then I played
Don't
the
you dare.
Messenger.
Oh,
Messenger
nice.
is like-
Wait, just
oh.
now you're playing it?
Just now I'm playing it on
What the
Xbox, so I can
fucking-
get all
oh.
the achievements so that I can knock you off your top throne there.
Is this are you in 8-bit mode or 16-bit mode?
For the Messenger,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Well,
If it's
you've just gone and ruined the big plot twist in the game there.
Oh
man.
no, we don't have to say anything else about that.
Okay, never mind. Let's just continue, John. What's the next game?
Regardless, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's no,
Everything
it's
about
really
it's
good.
very
It's
Ninja
really good.
Gaiden-esque. I do like how you have to hit things to kind of keep on jumping all around, so that's lots of fun too. And then getting your like hyper speed swimming and all the puzzles and all the collectibles are great too.
Oh yeah.
Then I'm playing through Mega Man 11 again because I had started it before, and then I was like, I kind of dropped it, and then so I picked it back up
Yeah,
again.
shit, you're all about Mega Man, aren't you?
I love Mega Man. It's a great game, just like I love Zelda.
I agree.
Yeah. Yes.
I would be all for another like true to heart Mega Man X though. Like I liked Mega
Yeah.
Man, but
Yeah.
I preferred the X line.
Yes.
I liked the crossover with Zero. I
Yeah.
think the last one was really cool. Like they started getting like into like a 3D, you could pivot, and then they realized they didn't really do it well, and then they kind of went to a pseudo 3D, kind of like a bunch of games recently where it kind of gives you the perception of side scrolling but like 3Dized rendering and whatnot. Still really cool. I would have preferred to stick with like really good pixelated, high animation quality. What was that one that he did afterwards? Number 9 or
Almighty
whatever
Number
the hell-
9.
Mighty Number 9, which was absolutely. It had the potential, and then it was just like, hey, we took all your money, and here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not what you
Mighty
wanted?
Number
Tough. I already got your money, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
And-
but there is. I saw one a little while ago. Come across on IGN, very similar, inspired. And I'll try to find the link for it. I can't remember the name now, but apparently it's a
20XX.
sequel.
Oh.
This one is 30XX.
Yeah, 30.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's another buddy of mine who made that game.
No shit.
Yeah. That game is incredible. If you have not played, so 30XX was on that. Remember the Indiecade or whatever, like the Summer of Indie thing that Steam did. But if you haven't played 20XX, that's the Mega Man game that you want.
Honestly, you've got characters that look almost identical that have the same kind of power ups. And hell, I think they even lifted some of the animations for some of the
Right.
Buster bullets and crap like that. And then you've got a character that looks like X. Zero, and like has his Zero Saber and shit like that. Has the Hadouken uppercut lifted from one of the previous Mega Man XX games, where you can like get the black Zero suit and like just all of that. Just I gobble that crap up. Love it.
Yeah, it's super.
It's so much fun, and I just love how that cute animation of like Mega Man himself just is so endearing, right? It just hooks you in. And then the last game that I've been playing and that I picked up again was Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's their MMO, but I started to venture into their Outcast DLC stuff, which I've only just started with that. I wanted to level a character from 0 to 1, or like, sorry, from 0 to the level cap, and it's been super easy so far. I've been. As soon as you get a companion, you're like, I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable.
Is Outcast paid DLC, or is it included in like the?
Good question. I think you have to pay for that one.
Okay. I still haven't. Yeah, I still don't know what the structure is for that game. Like, if you pay per monthly, you get up to a certain level, and then you're like, okay, now you have to pay if you want to keep playing or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to continue playing past the level cap that they have for the freemium, then you can jump into it. But I was lucky enough to find a guild that were in the same boat that I'm in. We're just like, we were there for the founders part of it. Like we did all the pre-ordering for the Old Republic beforehand, and then we went away for a bit, and then you came back like years later. Go, yeah, I want to try this again. The Mandalorian has sparked that curiosity back in me again. So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm almost tempted to give it a try again. But
yeah, shout out to the Way of the Ancients.
Yeah. Nick,
and that's it, man.
Yeah, I know Nick has been playing nothing but Cyberpunk because nothing else matters to him. His life is meaningless without Cyberpunk, apparently.
You know what? That's a lie. I do play a little bit of Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man on the cabinet.
TMNT? TMNT?
No. On
or
the
kids
on
play
the. Well, no, they play that too, but I mean, like on the original Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Right. So we have a pretty good time. That's set up in the basement now, and that's it's one of those nostalgia things that the kids like. There's a certain way you got to turn the machine on. There's a certain way you got to turn it off. I've set up the coin door, so you've got to hit the coin switch in order to actually add money into it. So at the coin counter right now is flaking out. It's stuck at something like 756,000 plays, and it's just you can hear the mechanism trying to engage, but the spinner is probably in a gear lock somewhere inside of it. So I've got to take it all apart and see if I can get it working again, and then I got to pick up like old style filament bulbs to backlight the coin 25-cent coin door thing.
Yeah,
so,
nice, dude.
That's so cool.
You're taking me all the way back. And just that picture that Mike has in his background, I'm like, can we go to Tilt like on the weekend? I want to go to Tilt.
Yeah, after the plague, maybe.
Let's play meet up. What?
Yeah, it makes me want to order like an arcade machine so badly.
Well, there's the plague, and then there's the riots that are happening just to
tomorrow. That are going to start
Southwest.
tomorrow.
Those
Yeah,
planned
sure.
balls.
The Civil War. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
You know what's really funny? So my father-in-law really follows the U.S. Political landscape, and just he's got a lot of free time. He retired, right? And so the other day, I guess Amazon had some special order on Joe Louis. Amazon Joe Louis. I don't understand, but these things they're like Twinkies. They're shelf safe for like 1 billion years, right? And if anybody's seen Mortal Engines, you know, there's a scene where the protagonist is eating like a Twinkie, and it's like food of the ancients. It doesn't ever go bad, you know. So
that reminds me of Zombieland, man. Zombieland did do the same thing.
Oh, yeah, Woody.
Absolutely, Woody Harrelson. Right?
I need my Twinkies.
So I said, well, you know, tomorrow you better stock up now because tomorrow we might need it. And I said, hey, Mad Max took place in this time zone. Maybe tomorrow is the catalyst. But I don't know. Who knows?
Cool. On that really happy note.
Yeah. On that note, what have you been playing, Richard?
literally nothing except for working. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention our
TTRPG. Yeah,
that's it. Our first ever foray into the world of tabletop role-playing games.
Oh.
So this weekend, I was listening to a podcast called Giant Beastcast. And every year what they do is they host this other dude named Austin Walker, who used to work for Giant Bomb, and now he works for Vice's Waypoint video game journalist stuff. Long story short, they invite back Austin Walker every year because he's super huge into tabletop RPGs. He runs another show called Friends of the Table. And this year, the game that he brought was not the game that I ended up buying, but the game that he ended up talking about as his favorite of 2020. Which is called Stewpod. And essentially what it is you're a bunch of retired adventurers and you're running a tavern. So I hooked in Dan, Nick, and John, and we went through the setup of the tavern and all of our characters and a few of it's basically set out in mini games as kind of scenes. And I think it was some of the most fun that I've had on a Saturday night in an extremely long time.
It was extremely inappropriate.
Extremely inappropriate, but
like almost immediately. Oh Jesus! Here goes Nick with his. What was your name? What was your name again, Nick? Zers.
The unblinking.
Zers the unblinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. Imagine looking at that for what 2-3 hours. Like that face right there.
I'm getting Carrot Top vibes. It's really freaking.
This makes for a really good audio.
This is what Nick looks like after he's had some work done. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
It was
creepy.
Fantastic. Well, tell them about the NPCs that we created.
I know Richard would have a better job at doing this, but like the half bunny, half human.
Honey bunny.
Honey bunny.
And what was she again? Was she a prostitute? I can't remember.
Yeah, she worked upstairs. She was a mail order for John. John's
lover boy or lover man.
Yeah, so important context, like upstairs was a brothel and downstairs was our tavern. We don't run the brothel, but you know, it's important that you understand that there's like shared clientele between the two locations.
There is business shared relations, you know, like you gotta have.
And not coincidentally, Nick's character had invisibility as one of his traits, so he was able to pop on up anytime he wanted. His interaction
show, lovely.
Bonnie the bunny was good.
Major point here is that the floor is coincidentally always drippy everywhere, you know, on the second floor, right? Yeah, it's always
so greasy.
Why is the floor drippy?
It's so gross.
So when's the next game night planned for?
So yeah, I think we're gonna keep going on Saturday this week, and we've gone through 4 kind of games, and then I think we could do another probably 4 or 5 games on Saturday.
Nice.
And we could play a wrap-up game, which would end the campaign, or we could kind of keep going through the remainder of the campaign. So we'll see how we're feeling, but we'll definitely do at least one more play session for it.
Oh yeah.
And you're welcome to pop in if you want. We can create a character for you if you just want to jump in on the fun. Like there's no There's no rhyme or reason to half the things that we're doing.
Yeah, let's face
Nice.
it, it's not very serious. Let's just put it that way.
Not at all.
But at the same time, it is really fun.
Lot of fun.
That was kind of the only thing I played this week, and as well as like 30 minutes of Cyberpunk on Sunday. But we don't
30
talk about that.
Not talking about Cyberpunk.
Oh, and I installed Marvel Avengers and FIFA 21 from the library.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, I hope you didn't buy an Avengers. So.
No,
Yeah.
but
Good, that's fine. Good.
FIFA 21 on Xbox?
No, PS. I don't have
Ah,
this
okay.
one.
It's
I
on,
got it for PS, Ben. Let's do some multiplayer.
Ooh.
It's on Game. It's on Game Pass for Xbox. Anyways,
Go on, Man United.
21?
FIFA 21's on Xbox Game Pass.
I kind of wanted to play the Volta multiplayer with some buddies of mine, but since
Actually,
I'm
is it?
renting
Is it? It might be cross-play. I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe.
A cross-platform.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to trying out Avengers. I've heard that the story is good, right? And the game is fine. You can just kind of play through it, and no, Dan's.
I don't know. I just heard it's. I just heard it. There's zero reason for it to be game as a service. Like it just shouldn't have been. It just should have.
Game as a service. What do you mean?
Yeah, they tried to do a Destiny thing with it.
Yeah.
Like it's a living online environment kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's just persistent online environment, but you can still progress through the campaign.
I don't
Okay.
honestly. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
Okay.
I was so not interested.
I will be your guiney pig. It is
Please
installed.
do.
I will
Yes.
play at least 30 minutes of it before the next podcast, and
Okay.
then I will talk authoritatively about it as the other one who has played 30 minutes of the video game.
The opening screen looked really cool.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, yeah. Mike, I know you were playing Maneater,
Yeah, I showed that to you, right?
and it was it was. I played it at. I definitely didn't play it at Mike's place. For I don't know, maybe 30, 40 minutes or so. It's such a bizarre game because it's like the controls are. I don't even know how to put it. It's janky as hell, but it's really fun and it's like so over the top. Hey, look, it's Dexter.
He's a man-eater.
Oh, hi, cutie.
He's a man-eater.
Aw. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Unless the fly is named Dan's Hand and he's going in for a pet.
Yeah, so man-eater. It's an actual RPG, which is how crazy is that? You're a shark. It's a shark PG, and the graphics are really really pretty on the PS5.
It's nice. It is nice, yeah.
Pretty fun.
I want to check it out. Is it multiplayer? Like, should we get a thing going, or?
Oh, I wish that'd be freaking cool actually, because the ocean's big enough for more than.
Multiple sharks.
More than one
shark.
fish, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's one player.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It's free on PlayStation Plus. Yeah.
Yes, which hence the reason why I played it, and the reason why I played it is because I beat Demon Souls recently.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Are you gonna 100% that, Mike? You're gonna platinum
I
that?
think I might just actually. I played a really cheesy, overpowered build. Like I did the. It's called a Soul Mage, where you have a spell that can one-shot most enemies. You can't one-shot bosses, but it's like pretty friggin' deadly.
Oh, I thought
So, yeah, I mean, anything that you can use to stack your odds against an impossibly hard game, I think is totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you're not
But,
you're not cheating. It's if it's as Nick likes to say. Actually, he doesn't even say this, but if it's an exploit, you're not cheating.
Hey, listen.
Right, Nick?
If it's the developer's fault that they left some way that you can circumvent the natural way, the behavior that the game is meant to work, and they have yet to patch it, well, hey, you might as well take advantage of it, right?
Yeah.
Then you would like the other exploit, which I did not use, which is it's based on getting an item that boosts your luck to like 99999.
Yeah, the
all
lucky
way up.
coin or whatever.
Yes, I've heard about this.
And then you have a sword that bases its damage off of your luck stat.
Oh,
So you can literally one-shot every single boss in the game with this
Nice.
this little exploit. Yeah. But it's in the game. I'd like to try it. Maybe I'll do that for my second playthrough. I don't know. Who needs a challenge, right?
Terrible. Hey guys, who
So,
wants
Dan?
who wants to do video game 20 questions?
I kind of do. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
We don't have any music.
I need a wee break though.
A wee break.
That's a good idea.
Like a WII break.
That was good.
I need my fierce beer. So
Love the callback, Dan. Love the callback. It's good.
Wee wee.
Do you have like hold music or something you can put on while we do this?
I'll just belch over and over again.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we could fill the silence with banter, right? Like...
Hey, did you guys hear the one about
the? Like,
what did one flag say to the other? Nothing.
Great vamping. Wow.
No. Nope. It's not good. Oh my god. Ah! That was good. That was good. That was good. I like that. Oh man.
What you drinking there, Nick?
Wicked awesome. He's not. I can't even hear him, but I know what he's drinking.
Good choice.
You're muted, by the way, Nick. In case you're wondering. Nope. Wicked awesome.
That would be Nickelbrook.
It's real. It's real good.
it's you know what? This has replaced the Pompous Ale as my basic beer now. This is like my go-to if I've got nothing else to drink and I don't really care and I just want to drink something decent. You might as well drink good beer.
Nice.
God forbid.
Hey, well, you know, I'm running out. I've drank a considerable amount, and I've got I don't want to use that beer guy again because that was way overpriced. So I've got to put an order into to Nickelbrook for delivery. I think tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, and then that way by Saturday I'll have it, or I'll do next day, or whatever the case is.
You guys are fully locked down, like not even going to the grocery store, nothing like that.
Nope, nothing. Jen has got me in jail, as I kind of joked to her dad today.
Oh, you look pale enough.
Yeah, really, right? You know, the glow off the monitors isn't keeping me quite as toasty as I was during the summertime. I can change the color on the screen to kind of enhance my luminescence. You know, it's fine.
Enhance.
We can start to see through your skin. You start becoming part jellyfish.
Nice.
Dan
looked freaky as fuck until I told him to fix his white balance. He looked like a White Walker.
I looked a little bit undead, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it's fine now.
Oh,
it was,
look at him! Look how
horrific.
Look how rich and healthy he looks.
Yeah, I look like I actually have eaten today, and that I'm not undead. It's that point in the show. It's that point in the show.
I like the energy. Shit.
Let's do this, boys and girls.
Do it.
We got a little bit of video game 20 questions. Who would like to start? Oh, Richard just hurt himself by doing a stretch.
That is a thing I do now, though. Just so we're clear.
40. That's what Mike does. 40. It's like whenever he hurts.
That's like that's what I scream whenever I stretch.
Yeah. Ah, 40.
40. Fuck.
Hey, Dan, was this game released before 2000?
Before 2000? No.
Was this game released before 2010?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Type faster.
Daniel,
Right.
was this game developed in Japan?
No, it was not.
Hey Dan.
What's up?
Was this game developed in North America?
Yes.
Yay.
Nice.
Dan, is this a first-person perspective game?
No.
Hey Dan,
Yes.
do you use weapons in this game?
Yes, you do.
Hey Dan, is this game part of a series?
Yes, it is.
Hey Dan, is this game the first in its series?
Yes, it is.
Was this game cross-platform?
What do you mean? Like, could you?
First party, third party. Is this game a first party game?
First party game? No.
Well, it's not Halo.
Hey Dan, was this game available on PC?
Yes.
All right, we're at the halfway point.
That's 10 questions, my friends.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So it's not a first-person shooter.
They use weapons. Part of a series. First in the series. Could it be? It could be Splinter Cell. The first Splinter Cell.
Hmm.
It all
Yeah,
checks
Because
out.
it could be third party or third person view. Yeah.
North America developed. The first Splinter Cell, I think, was
Ubisoft, right?
Ubisoft, but the France one.
Oh
right?
shit, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Just wanted it to be.
Siphon filter.
Siphon filter? PS1 game? Yeah, maybe. Did that have a siphon filter too? I don't even remember.
I don't think so.
There was 3 of them.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
were
There's 3 of them.
Yeah,
God, I played the first one.
there were 3 of them. I remember. The only reason I remember is because Pete was fucking diehard siphon filter fan.
Hmm. It was
I
the
couldn't.
inferior
I did
series.
not really. Yeah, I really didn't care for those games, but
I didn't know that.
Pete absolutely loved them.
It's a PC, right? PC.
Yeah, it's also available on PC. So
Well, I mean, like between 2000 2010, I mean, PCs aren't very good still, right? I mean, it's going to be limited in terms of capacity at that point.
there were a lot of cross releases, I think, for certain stuff. Like you think about the first Saints Row and stuff like that. Now, we didn't ask if it was available on PC at launch, right? It could have been ported to PC later on.
Good
So I think
question.
the one thing that we haven't nailed down is whether or not it was on consoles at all. And then if it was on consoles, you know,
Which
we
one?
already know it wasn't a first-party game, so it was probably on all the consoles.
Well,
So we could just ask if it was on consoles, and then that way we would know, hey, it's on like consoles and PCs.
Right.
Trying There's Portal, there's Bioshock, there's Fallout.
Those are all first person.
First person,
First person. Oh, right, we're not. It's not first person.
yeah.
Nope. Third person
What?
perspective. Okay.
Includes those guys. Should we find out if it's on console?
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if
That
we
means it's
ask.
on everything.
Yeah, I almost wonder if we ask if it released on console and PC at the same time.
Go for
rather
it.
than console.
What's your question?
Now I'm thinking about it one more time. Hang on.
That's fine.
Because if we ask that and he says no, that still doesn't tell us whether or not it was on console.
Yeah, it doesn't give us a leg up or anything.
So maybe we ask if it released on consoles. Okay, Dan, did it release on consoles?
Yep.
No, fine. Fuck you too. So let's think then.
You guys think narrowing down the genre might help?
Yeah, that might be the next step.
Well, and considering that it's not a first-person shooter, really kind of takes out a lot of those Battlefield esque style games, which were
Okay.
also on PC during that time period.
We'd
If you
ask
use
him,
weapons, it couldn't really be an RTS because your characters use weapons, but you don't use a weapon in an RTS, right?
That's true. What if we ask? That's true. What if we ask if
But
it's
hold on,
self-published?
do you use weapons? But I think that's too generic a question. Like it's kind of more of a: Are there weapons in the game? Do you use weapons in the game? Well, if
Oh.
it's a real-time strategy, then you are using weapons. They're just you're
The
not.
question was, do you use weapons?
Well, okay,
Yes.
sure. Sure. Do you
Dan,
want to ask if you're a specific character or like a single character?
Yeah, that's
Well-
good. That's always a good one.
There you go.
Yep.
Go for it.
Dan, do you play as a single character in this game?
No.
Wow.
Could be an
A lot,
RPG.
a lot of stuttering going on. Could be any of the Command and Conquers.
Oh my
Could be
God.
like StarCraft. Oh
You
no!
know what? No,
StarCraft
you know what?
is-
No,
Hey,
listen.
at least on consoles
You
too, right?
said, do you play as a single character? Was that your question? What was it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play as a single character? No.
So it's probably an RPG then.
I'll ask. Let's ask it.
Is this an RPG, Dan?
Yes.
All right, cool.
That was neat.
So what RPG? came out?
EverQuest.
Knights of the Old Republic. Who made that?
LucasArts. EA.
That's North American, right?
BioWare, right?
Yeah, they're North American.
Yeah, BioWare. That's right. Yeah, the first one.
Before they were brought out.
Yes.
So should we find out if there's lightsabers in this, or is that too soon?
No, do it. I think
No.
that'll
We can find out if it's a space-based thing.
Yeah.
That might eliminate a bunch of stuff.
Dan, is this a space-esque game?
Space-esque?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, it's fucking Knights of the Old Republic.
Well, wait. Did StarCraft release on console?
I don't think StarCraft ever made it to console.
No.
N64 and
Warcraft.
I think it came out on
N64. No. Wouldn't be
But I think those
StarCraft.
are-
StarCraft came out on N64.
Richard, the first in the series, I think, were pre-2000 though.
You're correct. That is true. Yes, it was.
I can't imagine playing StarCraft on N64.
No, neither can I.
Will we find out if there's lightsabers, or is it too soon?
No, just ask the
just do it.
thing.
Dan, is there lightsabers in this game?
There sure are.
Oh, fuck up! Dan, have we mentioned this game yet?
Yeah. Yes.
Dan, are you referred to as a meat bag in this game?
I actually don't know. Was that?
And is there a murderous robot that refers to you as a meat bag in this game at all
okay,
points in
yes.
time?
The
Yes.
first one! He
Wants to murder you
Yes,
as
now I
much as humanly possible?
Yes.
That sounds a lot like Atom Smasher,
And
actually.
is there a ship called the Ibn Hawk in this?
Would you just
video
guess the game already?
game? And is no, we're gonna draw this out, motherfucker. Is there?
Is this Beat Saber? Hold on, no, sorry.
Is that your guess, Nick?
No.
Is this the video game Knights of the Old Republic?
No, it's Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Yes, it is.
Oh man, what a great game!
That's so good.
Oh.
I love that fucking game so much.
So damn good.
I'm embarrassed to say I played all of about 5 minutes of that game.
No.
I was at when that game came out. My buddy Steve was all over Warcraft. He was all over StarCraft. He was all over World of Warcraft, like the RPG. And he's like, dude, you gotta get into this. It's Star Wars. You love Star Wars. And like, I watched him play for like half an hour, and I'm like, dude, I just can't do this. There's no way. So I started out the game. I booted it up because I had it on PC. And he's like, dude, yeah, like we'll join a clan or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know about this. And so I got into it. I think I.
Game. This is not that
Yeah.
one.
No. I played. And again, now they're all getting all jumbled up. And I played it, and I was just like, hey, this is cool with the lightsaber and shit like that. And I was like, yeah. And then I just had too many other things going on. So.
Good. I played that game on the 360.
It's regarded
Yeah, that's
as
the
one
Old
of the
Republic
best video games ever made, apparently.
I
So,
agree.
I have played it, but it's like according to many critics and everything, it's like
I played on the PC.
Yeah.
I love
Master Race.
going through and
It's a disaster.
I played it on just regular Xbox, regular
I
ass
love going
Xbox.
through and hunting for all of the gems so you could build different lightsabers and all that.
Yeah, that was the coolest part too.
Badass.
It was a long ass
good.
game too. Apparently,
the
I definitely never beat it. That's for sure.
Pretty good, man.
Well,
Two was good too.
It's to be
I know a lot of
expected.
people poo-poo
Well,
on
two. Oh, shush. 2 was made by Obsidian,
Yeah, it was really good.
which is kind of cool. It wasn't even made
Also
by
Canadian.
BioWare. It was Obsidian. So,
Mm.
so that is our lovely show for this week. How much fun was that? How much fun?
We
was
just plowed
that?
through that 20 questions in like 20 minutes. I don't
Yeah,
even think it was 20
finally.
minutes.
I think it was our fastest one yet.
That was quick.
Yeah, sons of bitches.
I would take partial responsibility for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stitch this nonsense together since my computer decided to puke all over itself and crash
Fun.
Oh yeah, you got some editing to do.
gloriously. Anyways, we'll be back next week with God knows what. What is that? January 26th? Should be fun.
Oh, we'll probably have the new Cyberpunk patch by then.
yeah, man.
Yeah, that's true. The first really big one, I guess, right? Or
No,
first
oh,
really,
yeah,
really
October
big one.
23rd.
Yeah,
So does that mean I got to get in all my glitching beforehand and like make $1 million by just going to every one of those sell kiosks and just
Yes.
selling one crafted item that I make repeatedly? Yeah.
That's stuff that they're gonna fix.
That's
right?
if your save file doesn't become corrupted once this patch destroys it, Nick.
God, don't say such things.
You know what?
I gotta roll credits like tomorrow.
I'm at 100 hours right now. I thought it was closer to 2, but clearly my time is not as well as I thought it was. So I'm about 98 hours in right now.
Oh,
and
shit.
I have played all of about. I have literally just finished the heist,
Oh my God.
and had met the Militech woman to get the dough.
It's like
Oh my god.
the
that is
heist is like the
all-
first
I am
main mission of
further
the game.
than you.
Bro, what level are you?
Whoa! Hold on. My kid who started playing this on the 1X a week ago is further than I am.
Wow.
That's
And
crazy.
he's like, Dad, why don't I have all the cool stuff you do? And it's like, because you've played the story, dumb. You're an idiot.
Yeah, why would you?
Tell him because he played it like a human being, not like a
Not like a
OCD
robot, not like an
crazy
OCD robot.
What level am I?
Oh, like a
I'm-
game tester. You're playing it like a fucking game tester.
Yeah, you are, Nick. That's not how you play games. You don't.
I'm level 35, and I've unlocked most of the intelligence perks. I've unlocked most of the engineering, like the crafting perks.
What the hell?
The only thing left, like I haven't hit 20 yet, but I've been just basically wandering around collecting all the little perks you get in like weird
Jesus
locations that you
Christ.
just pick up, and they just give you the extra perks. So
Wow.
I think I'm level 28 when I rolled credits.
Oh,
Jeez.
I was 41 when I rolled credits.
Good lord. But then again, I had
I'm
50
gonna-
straight. Oh, yeah, no, we gotta stop. We gotta
But
stop.
I only
We'll see you
played for
next.
75 hours. But
Everyone, be
Oh, yeah.
quiet. We'll see you next
Yeah.
week.
good show, guys. Good show, everybody.
No cyberpunk. No more cyberpunk.